Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to lovely, sunny Raider Field here in Hudson, Wisconsin for another night of Big Rivers Conference boys soccer as the Chippewa Cardinals come to Hudson to take on the undefeated and dangerous Hudson Raiders. With you, as always, is Chuck Bublitz. Joining me, as always, is Brian Mose. Mr. Mose, how you doing?
Pleasure to be here. I'm doing good.
All right, go Huskies. Let's go. And, of course, on the camera and dropping knowledge of video games and all the latest and greatest, Adam Tilson's with us. Adam, give me a nod if you're doing okay. We're nodding. We're good. So if you're on TV, great. If you're on Facebook, great. If you're on YouTube, you're not listening to this because we're not on YouTube. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being with us. And we're excited for another great night of Raider soccer. Mose, what are you feeling about tonight?
Well, I'm feeling good to be here and watch some great Hudson soccer. This team has come out of the gates pretty strong. And if the JV game is any indication of how this game will go tonight, Hudson will look to win and win comfortably.
Yeah, well, tell me about the JV game. What makes you say that?
Well, Hudson won, 7 or 8-0, if I remember correctly. Hudson was able to just move the ball on offense well. They didn't have any problems covering up the back end of their field. So hopefully this Chippewa Falls men's soccer team is able to either put up more of a challenge or maybe get Hudson on their heels a bit early. But, I mean, that JV game was very comfortably in the hands of Hudson.
Well, it certainly was, and we're going to find out what happens tonight as the game is underway. Chippewa Falls starts with the ball. Steele Brook, Landon Brunke, Kyle Siddons, Mason Brune, G. Mason, Ethan Throbridge, Ashton Roper, Jordan Simonson, Kobe Stoll, Ethan Sauer, and Mitchell Ramenstead are the starters.
Oh, wonderful.
Right away, we are in right away. Oh, off the post. Nearly a dream start for the Raiders. Josh Davis looked like he just about scored. High pressure from the Raiders, looking to win it back, and they do. Chuckle picks it up. Out to Tygo Kelly right away. Flicks it down the line for the continuing run of Darren Chuckle. Lovely first touch around the defender. Cuts it back across, looking at the penalty spot. Good job defensively recovering there to prevent Josh Davis from getting on the ball. But only as far as Edwin Berger. It is a rip, rollin', rollicking start here in Hudson. I can't catch my breath. Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Shot on frame by Trevor Nava-Barber. Save for Steele Brook. And, well, I think that was about what you were talking about, wasn't it, Mr. Mose?
Yeah, great start here for Hudson. They're able to move the ball with precision. They've got a lot of great runs going on here early, so we'll see if it continues. But, man, Hudson has just been able to control the pace and possession in this first minute.
Slotted through from Darren Chuckle, looking for Paul Phillipson.
Oh.
Deflected back to the goalkeeper. 1 minute, about 3 touches for your goalie. Not a dream start if you're the Cardinals.
No, they're just on the backs of their heels already. Not a good look.
Oh, lovely, lovely first touch. Good job by Joey Grickus winning that ball. Back to Darren Chuckle. 1 man on back. Out wide to Phillipson. Nice first touch. Collects it. Deflected by a defender. Out for a throw-in. So I didn't even get Chippewa Falls lineups in. Hudson's got senior starting. It is senior night. I think Coach Solom wisely chose to get this in early given the uncertain nature of life in general right now, but high school sports in particular. Important to recognize those seniors for their contributions. We have looks like Grickus, I believe, got his head on net. Another nice easy save for Brook there. As I was saying, it is senior night, so it's a senior-laden lineup. There's your alliteration for the evening.
Nice. Getting it out early.
My English teacher in high school, frankly, I unfortunately cannot remember her name, would probably be proud of me. First time for everything. So, starters for Raiders. We've got Biederman in goal. I almost called him Biedermeier. I always do that once a year. I almost bring out the old German, art history. Ooh, Tygo Kelly looks for a cross.
Wow.
Ends up
really pushed it.
I think he was intending to go to Nava-Barber.
Mm-hmm.
It went straight instead of bending and won a corner kick for the Raiders. So I'm going to try this for the 7th time.
All
Forwards
right.
across the top, we got Trevor Nava-Barber. Looks like we got Joey Grickus and Paul Phillipson.
Mm-hmm.
In the midfield, we've got Sam Ross. We got Darren Chuckle. We've got Tygo Kelly. Across the back, we've got Lake Busicki. We got Mason Richards is in there. Edwin Berger. And I am forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? Josh Davis is in the game as well. That's who I forgot. And then Biederman is in the goal, and the ball is still not in the net. The Raiders are finding creative, new, and interesting ways to not score tonight.
The calm before the storm, hopefully, I guess, for this Raiders squad. They've been knocking at the door here a couple times.
Right?
And I guess quite literally knocking the post too. I mean, they've been getting good chances.
Nearly giveaway there. Settled in by Grickus back to Chuckle. Chuckle carries into about 6 defenders. Deflected off one of them. Back to O'Kelly. Big switch from Tig. Looking for Mason Richards. Michael Richards, excuse me.
Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am not in top form tonight.
No, it's fine. First 4 minutes. Only the second game of the season so far. We're all good.
That blitz of goal chances just shook my pregame routine or my early game routine.
Yeah, a little room to really get everything set, as Hudson kind of did it for us there, just putting the intensity on right away.
I feel like the Chippewa Falls defense right now, just a little shell-shocked. A little bit of a long touch there for Sam Ross, picked up by Napa Barber. Barber back to Ross. Nice control by Sam. Again, just a little heavy on a couple of those touches.
Yeah, Hudson's getting good chances. It's just about materializing them and finishing it, and they've been close, but not quite. Nice job by Busecki.
The intensity from Hudson is absolutely exquisite right now. I would say they're working hard to win every ball, stepping in front. They look faster, they look hungrier. It's going to be very interesting. So Hudson started the season 3-0. They played Menominee last week twice, won both games, giving up 1 goal. They went to Chippewa Falls and beat them 10-0. So they've scored about 30 and given up 1.
Pretty good goal differential. I don't know.
Right. I'll take the plus minus. Clock stopped. We're going to see what's going on here. It's Parker Myers over.
What's going on?
Checking on. Oh, looks like the goal is confirming that the goal is in fact on the line.
Just a little bit off.
It did look like when Lake Busicki was in there and that one went off the post, he shook the goal a little bit, and he is of a size and strength that is goal moving, is Mr. Busicki. And
shivered its timbers.
And that's important to have those on, right? Because I remember many, many moons ago in about, this must have been about 2010, 2000, no.
A distant time,
2006, so probably about 2008 or 9. And
we're going back to the odds. Okay.
Yep. Hudson had been to state 2 years in a row, and Eau Claire Memorial came to Hudson, and they won 1-0 on a really lovely shot from just outside the 18. But I would contend that the goals were a little uneven. That the one post was a little bit higher, because in the previous spring, as they were getting used to the new field over at the middle school, the girls had filled some sand into the post holes, and I think that post sat a little bit high, and it hit the top of the post and dropped in. Neil something was the guy's name that hit it. Great player, great shot, but you got to make sure those goals are regulation size.
So we're uncovering stuff here,
right?
Over a decade
I have trauma.
later.
I have trauma about that game still. Nice layoff there from Paul Phillipson. Shot wide from Chuckle. Took a deflection off a Chippewa Falls player. Going to be another corner kick for the Raiders. 7th minute of play, 0-0.
Really good looks here for Hudson. They look like they haven't really missed a step from Tuesday at all.
Yeah, they are. They're hungry like the wolf, one could say.
Ah, very nice. You a big fan of Duran Duran?
No.
No.
Nope, not a fan. But we'll just see. Maybe we can work some 80s music quotes in. Maybe that can be a reference. Okay, Ross on the ball. Lays it off for O'Kelly. Tig looks like he's trying to put it on frame. Unable to do so. Not deflected. Goal kick. Chippewa Falls. Nicely done by Michael Richards there. His first game back this season.
Once again, like last week, we've got a
quick
group of
giveaway to Paul
fans.
Phillipson. Phillipson to Ross. Ross takes 1 touch. Challenged by defender.
Way to
Lays
stay
it off
up.
again to Chuckle. Chuckle's got about 4 guys in front of him. Tries to dribble through all of them. Grickus looking for Paul, but there's just too many bodies. Chippewa Falls has just crammed the middle here. Hudson's going to probably have to find a little bit different way around it. Nava Barber just going to swing and miss there. Hudson still maintaining pressure and possession. Trying a little 1-2 there. O'Kelly and Ross trying to find a way through. you know, that's an interesting challenge about games like this. You know, is they're asking you different kinds of questions than, you know, than maybe a match where the teams are a little bit more even at times. You know, how do you solve some of these problems? How do you work your way around a tightly packed defense? Nava Barber, Davis, out wide to Richards. Big touch, pressured there by... And now Chippewa Falls with an opportunity. We got Ashton Roper on the ball. One back immediately by the Raiders. All the way back to Lucas Biederman.
So I guess as Hudson materializes, or tries to at least materialize their possession, thought I would give a quick shout out to girls volleyball, who is in Chippewa Falls. They are taking the journey, and they will be, varsity girls volleyball will be in Chippewa Falls tonight to try and avenge a loss that they had on Monday. So good luck to them.
Good call, good call. I saw the freshman team was warming up, looking for the run of Davis there. Freshman team was warming up earlier this evening for their match.
Yeah, it'll be freshman and JV2 here at Hudson tonight. My sis is going to be playing on JV2.
The famous, or is she infamous?
Oh, I don't know yet. I guess we'll figure it out.
Oh, great little ball through. Josh Davis gets on it, just over the top. You know, it's a commonly known fact, actually, that Josh Davis, of his entire extended family, that includes aunts and uncles, is the best soccer player in the history of that extended family.
That's a great title to have.
Other than his cousin AJ. I think his cousin AJ was probably a little better, but for sure of, like, you know, with his aunts and uncles.
Can we get like a skill face-off or something, maybe?
Yeah, we could if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I could probably see if I could arrange it. Oh, what a great turn by Sam Ross. Looking for Grickus. Grickus goes down,
nice.
finds Paul Phillipson. Paul Phillipson looking for the far post. Just hooks it wide. Needs to be a little bit more driven on the laces, and he kind of looks like he caught it with the inside of his boot there and pushed it wide. But again, just really nice job.
Yeah, and even if Hudson isn't making good on these early chances, they are still great looks that you would think after repeated attempts they would eventually start to go in. So Hudson's still in a good position, even though it's drawed at 0 apiece.
Right, you know, and I think for sure, you know, this is the second game we've had the opportunity to do. Oh, great job. No, just hit that first time, Trevor. Hit that first time. Oh, love it, but that's laid out for you to just catch it with the inside of your boot,
just
bend it into that far post.
Guide it.
Yep. Yeah, just let the ball do the work. Just get a touch on it. But good look, though. Again, like you know, I think one of the things I was going to say is the one game that we got to do last week with Menominee. To me, the big hallmark was how composed some of their finishing was. Some really nicely scored goals.
Even if there were some, kinks to iron out in that first game, one thing that I guess you and I both took away was, like you mentioned, Hudson was just able to finish. Even if there were some struggles at times, overall, Hudson really buried a lot of their chances. So they did it early and often, too.
Yep. So we got our first substitution. See if we can see it. It's number 20 here. Anthony Soberano is into the game. Now into the game for Chippewa Falls. Number 20, Anthony Soberano. And now we've got looks like a foul against Chippewa Falls. They have a player limping a little bit, but foul was called on the Cardinals. Now out for a Raider throw-in. Nava Barber on the ball.
Nice.
Back to Trevor. Finds Josh Davis. Looking for Darren Chuckle. Musicki picks it up, and then, see, this is the issue now with Chippewa Falls, is they're so deep, there's no way out for him. Oh, it's going to fall to Trevor Nava Barber. Trevor Nava Barber settles. Trevor Nava Barber shoots!
Nice.
Great shot, great save. Really lovely. Looked a little bit like a situation last night for Minnesota United playing against Columbus Crew. Pablo Sancho scored their second goal from a similar angle, and he just roofed it. He kicked it as hard as he could right above the goalie's head. And that's a tough shot. You just a little bit more underneath that, Trevor, I think, and that's going in. It's just so hard with pace to get your hands up and deflect it over when you're that close at that kind of angle. So I like the idea there. Tygo Kelly looking to get it for a little flick on the near post. Won by the Cardinals. And then Anthony Soberano clears it out for a Raider throw-in. Michael Richards over there.
So Hudson now working, trying to get it in the box. Chippewa able to clear it out at least and try and push the possession a little bit. As I guess one player that's a positive here early on for Chippewa is that a couple of saves now from Steel Brook have been pretty nice, and they've been able to keep him in this, kind of this nil-nil gridlock, even if Hudson has tried their best to break through.
Right. Phillipson attempts to pass, deflected. G. Mason's over there. He's a freshman, so that's one thing if you say for Chippewa Falls, they've got a couple freshmen that are starting, and that's always offers the potential for future success when you get talented players that are able to compete at this level, as freshmen. Oh, that's a pretty easy call for the official there. Really late challenge. Just took out Darren Shuckle's feet. He touched it right past the Cardinals player, and he just plain old whacked him. Michael Romanstad, junior midfielder there. Might have been just an attempted tackle that he was a little late on. Might have been a little bit of frustration too.
Maybe.
So what happens
here in the first 14 minutes?
What are you feeling here? We've got Sam Ross over the ball. We've got Tygo Kelly there. They're having a conversation.
My gut tells me Sam's going to send it.
Your gut tells you Sam. Okay, Here we go. Ty's lining up. Ty runs over it. Sam's shooting. Oh,
just over.
Just a little bit high. It's a pretty good turnout for tonight.
Yeah. And we even got some fans out there on the street.
Right,
or on the sidewalk.
The fence. What did we decide?
Now I can't remember.
Was it Vine? Was there something with Vine? Fence fans? Was it fence fans? Fence fans. We'll go with fence fans tonight. So the fence fans are here.
I'm just waiting on another Tiger substitution. We had that last week.
Right.
It was great to see after over half a year not doing it.
6 months Tiger substitution free is not the kind of life for me.
Nice job, Tig.
Got a little rhyming, got a little alliteration.
Yeah.
Michael Richards wins it off, deflected there, then Landon Brunke for the Chippewa Falls. Looking for it is Anthony Soberano. Up the line to Trevor Naffel-Barber. Darren Chuckle. Oh, what a lovely little Cruyff turn there. Where's that Sam? That was Sam.
Yeah.
Looking, I think, to go through to Josh Davis, and that was just too much Zemph on there, as the Germans would say. The Germans wouldn't say that.
Germans wouldn't say that?
No,
I'm going to tell my sister to say that in your class one time.
Do it.
Man, for a forward, Mason has covered a lot of ground here for Chippewa. So he was involved on a play not too long ago.
Couple passes strung together there by the Cardinals. And then
it's better than being buckled to the backside of your own zone like they have been now for a little while.
Right. So the game settling, Hudson came out with just a pace unlike anything else, and Chippewa Falls was able to weather that initial storm. That first quarter hours passed at 0-0. That's if you're Chippewa Falls and you just kind of got your tail handed to you 2 days ago to get through a quarter hour, keep it 0-0 despite some heavy pressure, that's a good start for them. Well, it's a positive start for them.
Yeah.
Cuts back Josh Davis. Grickus on the ball. Takes a couple touches. Looking for Paul Phillipson. Good defensive shape there. Picked off by Throwbridge. Given right away. And failed pass. Fail meaning a failure or a mistake.
Yeah.
And pass. So you put those together, you've got an errant pass.
German school's back in session.
Right?
Very nice.
Sam touches past one.
Nice.
Splits 2, 3. Looking for Trevor Naffel-Barber. Just a little
too far past the
too
R.
straight.
Yeah.
Not enough kind of bend. Looking maybe needing to shape that pass a little bit more. So my question is, if there's a real severe outbreak, do you think they'll just go to virtual games? Like will Coach Solom and Coach Ali from Chippewa Falls, will they just have to play a game of FIFA on Xbox Live and then the winner gets the game?
I would love to see that. we could get a competitive league going with Big Rivers coaches.
Right? I wonder what the ratings would be for the players.
The rating. Should we nerf all of them?
Looks like we got a substitution coming here for the Raiders. Harry Ross getting ready to come in.
Make all of them like 60 overall and just have Solom just get really angry.
Solom never gets angry. He's the picture of Zen calm.
Ah, I see.
He's I think he's my own personal Buddha.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good for him.
So we've got a couple substitutions. We got for sure Ross coming in for Hudson, Harry Ross, and then we'll see if we can figure out who's coming in here for Chippewa Falls. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 14, Harry Ross.
I want to say that's 15. Maybe I don't think so though.
Checking into the game for Chippewa Falls, number 19, Liam DeWitts.
Good spot.
Thanks. So Liam DeWitt's number 19 in for Chippewa Falls, and we've got Harry Ross in for the Raiders. Tygo Kelly chasing that ball down. Great effort by Tyg. Looking to cross it in. Just too many bodies again. You can't maybe try and get it up and over them. It's a little bit higher. Finds Michael Richards looking for the first time shot. Pushes it wide. So we are again. We're just about 20 minutes in. We're in the I guess the end of the 19th, coming up on the 20th minute. Oh, we got another stoppage here. Does it look like? Not sure what that was about, but game's just about back underway here. Steelbrook. Ball falls to Ross. Looking to go big over the top for Paul Phillipson. Paul Phillipson able to keep it in, deflected off of a Chippewa Falls defender, wins a corner kick. Dean Gumps over there. Dean on the spot to indicate with his flag that it's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. Sam Ross over there with Paul Phillipson. They got their two-man game going. That's 19 Liam DeWitts. Now he's backing off, so you wonder if they'll play the two-man game. Nope, Sam's got one arm in the air. And it goes looking near post. Slides through the 6. Anybody going to get it? Fantastic effort there by Anthony Soberano. Really nicely done by the young Chippewa Falls forward or sophomore there. Now that falls to Darren Chuckle. And it's over the bar. So again, a pretty steady barrage of pressure by the Raiders. Nothing to show for it yet. What's that about?
Just having a tough time finishing, I guess, is the most apparent one. I mean, the Hudson's getting plenty of chances. It's not that it's a lack of chances or they're being held to like an unusual low amount like they usually have. Might even be more here in the 21st minute of play than usual. But man, just everything's just a bit off. It's not as clean as it usually is.
Yeah, they had that heavy pressure early. Chip was able to survive, and now the game settled a little bit, into a little slower of a pace, anyways. There's a good find. Sam Ross had a little pocket of space there, cuts past 1-2, and you can just see Chip's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys just packed into the middle. You'd like to maybe see a little bit more patience by Hudson with the ball, work it side to side a little bit, try and stretch Chippewa Falls out instead of just trying to shove it right down their throat where they're strong with numbers. Tygo Kelly, great cross.
Nice.
Finds Sam Ross. Is that Sam?
I think it was. Not 100% sure, but
yeah, that was Sam. Good header.
Good positioning there from Brooke. Yeah.
Tygo Kelly. Oh, lovely job stepping in front by the defender. You'd like to see. Oh, Sam goes and wins it back from 1, past 2, and he is on the prowl. What's he got here? Good physical challenges from Chippewa Falls. Now Paul Phillipson on the ball, trying to get on his right foot, unable to do so, loses it, and cleared out only as far as Edwin Berger. Flicked on, cleared out by number 24, Mitchell Ramenstad. Lake Vusicki back on the ball for the Raiders. A little bit of miscommunication there, I think, between Harry Ross and Paul. Josh
Sky.
For a heck of a shot. Took a deflection. Last touch by the Cardinals. It's going to be another Raider corner kick. Yeah, I think there's a lot of impatience, and I wonder if something, the result of
Yeah, I was going to
earlier
say,
this
Hudson
week.
knows what ended up happening on Tuesday, and they kind of just want to force the issue now.
Right. Just that patience. They need to find a way to get Chippewa Falls pulled out a little bit, get them spread out a little bit, and create some space for themselves. Great far post. Finds Busicki really nicely down there. That might be the ticket. They've been trying a lot of short. They've been going near post. That time far post, and Lake Busicki was literally unmarked. So that might be the next strategy on set plays. Go big far post. Sam Ross does have some space there. Stops. Shoots. Misses. Looks like Grickus is getting ready to head back in. And also Cody's going to come in as well. Cody Benoit. And is that Mr. Beckemeyer? Sure is. Noah Beckemeyer.
Oh, make it 4.
Tiger sub. Tiger sub.
We don't usually get them for Hudson. It's usually the opposing
Right?
team. It's a very rare moment when we get Solom doing a Tiger substitution.
Nice little overlapping run from Tygo Kelly there. He's got some time. Can't get his hips around it. So what we, for those of you just joining us, we got to get our substitution, and we'll go. Now entering the game for the Raiders, number 4, Cody Benoit. Number 8, Joey Grickus. And number 16, Noah Beckemeyer. Entering the game for Chippewa Falls, number 17, Ethan Sauer. So for those of you just joining us at home, or that have been joining us both tonight earlier and in previous nights, but you're asking yourself, as I'm sure many of you are, what's a Tiger sub? Mr. Mose, can you educate the public as to what a Tiger substitution is?
A Tiger sub started on the fateful night that the New Richmond Tigers decided to make a trend on this broadcast. You would send in 4 players in one substitution.
Or more.
Yeah, or more. I mean, that it's more like a Haley's Comet than anything else if it's more than 4. But,
right.
Man, the benchmark is 4, and we had one last week.
Yep.
We're hoping for one this week.
So just so that I understand, if a team were to substitute 4 or more players at a time, that would be a Tiger substitution.
That is the fabled Tiger substitution. And the New Richmond Tigers pioneered it.
I believe it was that August or was that September of 2019?
I want to say September because it felt like it was later in the year.
Yep. Do you remember?
That was not too long ago, 21st night of September.
Right?
Yeah.
Tiger subbing. Nah, I was going to go. I'll stop.
But yeah, the New Richmond Tigers walked so everyone could run. And
Right.
They really took the liberty.
Not all heroes wear capes, Brian. Not all heroes wear capes.
They took the liberty of giving us more material to fill in time.
Right? Well, because you and I really struggle to talk, so.
Yeah, it's not a strong suit of ours.
There's a nice cross just a little behind Joey Grickus. He tried to kind of get a little heel flick shot on it. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he is not, unfortunately. And
what a sight that would be, though, at Hudson,
right?
at Raider Field.
The Zlatan. I think everyone in the world could benefit from just a little bit of the confidence that Zlatan has. Just feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Channel your inner Zlatan. Oh, this falls to Trevor Nava-Barber. Takes one touch, settles on his right foot. Lovely job by the defender to step up and take that away. Keeping it in here was... Who was that? Stepped up. It's a heck of a lot harder with the masks on.
I think it was Benoit.
Oh, Cody, sure it was.
Yeah, it looks like a single-digit number. So.
Nice job by Cody coming up there. Now Darren Chuckle. Let's see if that picks it up. I just think Trevor's shot and then Cody's effort. Hudson just needs a little bit of a shot in the arm to kind of settle into sort of, passive and maybe kind of productionless possession. They were kind of content to have more of the ball and get some shots, but they weren't really good shots. They weren't really scoring, and they need a shot in the arm because it turns out it's 0-0. Noah Beckemeyer here. Looking over for Trevor Nava-Barber, just a little behind when Trevor comes back for it. Slotting across, looking for Phillipson. Darren Chuckles on it, dribbles past one, drops it for Beckemeyer, cannot get past another. Lovely job there defensively, but kept in by Harry Ross. He drops it off to Tygo Kelly. Tygo Kelly picks his head up. He just doesn't have options. He needs Paul wide. Finally gets him. Paul dribbles past one, past a second. Really good job defensively there. My goodness, that was just awesome work from number 19, Liam DeWitt's. Working hard. Now a big cross across the far side. Knotted down by Trevor Nava-Barber. Nobody in the middle there. That picked him up for sure, that shot, and Cody Benoit's work. A little bit more a greater sense of urgency right now from the Raiders. Trevor across the top of the 18, really to nobody. And a chance here for Chippewa Falls to try and get out. DeWitts gives it away. Tygo Kelly with time, got one coming. Oh, what a really nice touch there by Darren Chuckle. Drops it back to Tygo Kelly. So you got to draw him out here. Now you draw a couple out.
Close.
Chippewa Falls back four is doing a really nice job of just staying compact, keeping their shape, and not really giving Hudson options.
Good physical play there from Harry Ross.
That was a fun battle there. But Ross's pressure does win a corner kick. A throw-in for the Raiders as we got another Cardinal substitution. Oh, no, erroneous. It's a Hudson throw-in. So because Hudson is not substituting, Chippewa Falls cannot substitute. Solom down there. Coach Solom talking to Coach Flanagan, trying to solve the world's problems, one high school soccer game at a time. I believe.
It's truly the battleground of intellectuals,
right?
You know.
Darren Chuckle winning the ball, spraying it wide to Tygo Kelly, settles it, cuts outside. He's got Paul Phillips in there. Plays it to Paul. Paul has an opportunity to cut by. Cannot beat it past the second player. Nice job with cover defense there for number 4, Kyle Siddons. Out for a Raider corner kick. We'll see if they go far post.
Go, Hudson!
So corner kick, we got Tygo Kelly and Paul Phillipson over there. I did not get a chance to see if Paul still is sporting his lightning strike haircut.
Oh, I didn't either.
Oh, Kelly back to Edwin Berger. Edwin Berger heading it back towards across the goal. I like that idea. You know, the ball comes one way, goalie shifts, and then you just head it back against the grain. You can really catch a goalie off that way. So now our substitutions coming in. I believe it was number 16. That's Zach Parkhurst into the game for the Cardinals. Now into the game for the Cardinals, number 16, Zach Parkhurst. And Sam Ross will be checking back in for the Raiders here. It's the 30th minute of play, 0-0. We are half an hour in, a third of the way through. That's math for you. 30 is a third of 90. What's your 30-minute
analysis?
Take?
Yeah. Well, I think Hudson has done a really good job of setting themselves up. It's just the lack of finishing that tends to be an issue. There have been plenty of chances for the Raiders, but unlike the Menominee game last week and unlike the game on Tuesday where they played at Chippewa Falls on the road, they just haven't been able to finish. And if you looked at just the score, it would seem like a deadlock. But Hudson really should be up by, I think, at least like a goal or a couple from the chances that they've been able to get. It's just the lack of finishing, some of the weird decisions on where to attack and things like that.
Lack of patience, I would say.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it just seems like guys are really forcing the issue because, both teams know what happened on Tuesday, and both teams are in very different headspaces.
Are you sure?
I would sure hope so, unless they might want to get that checked out.
Right? You might want to. There we go.
We're all for awareness here.
Right? Selective amnesia.
Oh. Nice shot there by Benoit getting in front of it.
Nava Barber looking to flick it over to Grickus. Is able to do so. Joey takes one touch, turns, runs away from him a little bit. Number 24, Mitchell Robinstead, picks it up. Grickus working hard to get it back. Chuckle working the middle. I think I would like to see, with Sam coming back into the game, with Darren in there. To me, those are the players that need to help dictate the game a little bit, both in where they're choosing to pass. Tygo Kelly with a great run, really swerving hard cross. But to me, it's Sam, it's Darren in the middle of the park there, as Sam's checking back in here. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 10, Sam Ross. And those players, both in where they're choosing to pass the ball, but also in their movement, right? Are they working hard to show for the ball? Are they going to get it? And are they pinging it around to where the ball needs to go to keep the game flowing in the way that they want? Are they kind of dictating that? Or are they just forcing the issue as well with, maybe ill-advised passes or overly aggressive passes? Are they dribbling into the heart of the defense? So hopefully those players, in their pivotal roles in the middle of the park are able to kind of help Hudson find that patience, find that composure, and create some goals.
Well, and we experienced the same thing last year as Hudson's midfield were able to change games and dictate pace and everything. It's no secret that midfield is one of, if not, the more important positions in soccer. But man, Hudson really relies on it for how they play.
Oh, that's Grickus goes
takes
down.
a tumble.
Couple of hard falls here by Chippewa Falls. I wouldn't call any of them sort of ill-willed, but
No, it's
hard
just
for
very
sure.
physical play.
Parents and spectators, please make sure to hang around and pay attention at halftime, as we will be honoring seniors at senior night this evening. So, Tygo Kelly standing over the ball. They got about 5-6 players on the far post. O'Kelly raises his arm, chips it up high,
Somebody
falls.
find it.
Oh, it looked like Noah Beckemeyer just got maybe a forehead on it. Looks like a deflection though, and so it's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. Sam Ross heading over to take it. Ross over, Trevor Neville-Barber over. See what they're going to do here. Chip sends one. Number 16, Zach Parkhurst. Sam looking for that near post flick. Takes a deflection off of number 5, Mason Bruin. Nava-Barber not back on the ball. That is a G. Mason that had the ball. Took me a minute to find the name there. Throwing for the Cardinals. Those are some serious blonde locks on number 5 there, Mason Bruin.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go with the chance for the Raiders. They got fewer numbers back. Sam Ross step over around a couple players.
Wow.
Really nice tackle. Gets on the ball. Sam was looked like he was a little perturbed about it, but nice job by Tig. Noah Beckemeyer now with the ball. One dropping back. Is able to flick it onto Sam. Looking for the return pass. Can't quite get there. Cleared high, wide, and handsome by the Cardinals. Throw in Raiders. Tygo Kelly looking maybe for a little bit of a long throw. He's got Grickus standing in the box. Back to Basicki. Behind, dropped to Noah Beckemeyer. Big collision. Whoa, big collision. And there's going to be a foul against the Cardinals on Mason Bruin. That's going to be a wonderful opportunity here. Possibly. Looks like Lemeyer's coming over to chat with his assistant referee. Looked like both players really went into it hard, and Noah Beckemeyer kind of wrapped himself around the Chippewa Falls player. Not incredibly surprising. He's reversed his decision. It's going to be a free kick for the Cardinals. Steelbrook, ready to take it. Ewig gonna get ready to come in here for the Raiders. Good work by Beckemeyer defending about 3 players there. Really nice job, Noah. Chip making it easy for him. That's better. Drops it back. Back up the sideline. Stringing a couple passes together nicely here are the Cardinals. Good job by Hudson kind of keeping along that sideline there, winning the ball back. Lovely job dropping it into the middle. Sam Ross looking for Tygo Kelly. Rather Grickus, excuse me. Joey gets there. Looking for the cross, cuts it back. Such a nice job. Deacon the defender out there. Back now to Tig. Tig looking far post for Trevor Neville-Barber. Just kind of chips it up and over. Trevor drops it back. Looking for... Oh, Darren Chuckley found it. What a well-constructed attack by the Raiders. Unable to tuck it in. The story of the night. Alex Ewig coming in. Maybe he can change the tide from the back. Checking into the game for the Raiders. Number 23, Alex Ewig.
We're not on YouTube. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
So Berger's coming out of the game. Ewig again. Maybe that's the genius move that Coach Solom had been keeping in his back pocket.
The final piece.
Right? Turn by Chuckle. Grickus looking for Ross. Ross, oh, just able to settle. Just enough of a deflection by the defender to keep it away from Sam. Sam, I think, otherwise would have been in. One back now. Tygo Kelly on the ball. Finds Chuckle, dropping it back, looking for Beckemeyer. Cleared out again. Now here's Harry Ross. Wide to Cody Benoit. Cody out to Trevor Neville-Barber. Here's a nice little bit of, oh, just behind him. Some good passes strung together for the Raiders, and now let's see what they can do. Sam Ross lines up a shot. Wide of the net. And here come 3 players for the Cardinals. Looks like we got number 20, Anthony Soberano. Looks like we've got, let's see here, number 12, I believe, coming in up top. Does that look right? Ashton Roper. And who's our third on the far side there? Let's see if we can see on the far side with the black mask who that is. Forgot my binoculars again. Oh. Oof. Went down real hard. That was a
rough welcome into the game.
That was number 13.
Yes.
Checking into the game at the last stoppage for the Cardinals. Number 12, Ashton Roper. Number 13, Jordan Simonson. And number 20, Anthony Soberano. So he's up though okay, is number 13, Jordan Simonson. Free kick for the Cardinals, won by Alex Ewig to Noah Beckemeyer. Up to Trevor Naffel-Barber, takes 1 touch. Lovely job stepping in front by number 24, Mitchell Romenstad. And there's a little bit of a scrum for the ball. Chippewa falls on it. Romenstad again back. Dropping it back to number 4, Kyle Siddons. Won by Alex Ewig. Finds Harry Ross. Harry looking for Grickus, excuse me. Oof. Lots of collisions now happening. Brooke over, pressured by Ross. I love that Sam's just kind of, make him earn it, make him get it. Ooh, lovely little ball slip through. Nice job by Cody Benoit stepping up and finding Trevor Naffel-Barber right away. Won by Landon Brunke there for the Cardinals, and a foul called on Trevor Naffel-Barber. Free kick for the Cardinals. Paul Phillipson. Josh Davis getting ready to come back in. Booming free kick. Deflected down. Anthony Soberano's on it. And Lucas Biederman, meine Damen und Herren, has entered the building. Alertly on that. He's been waiting 39 minutes.
Wonderful job
plus.
keeping it in.
Yeah, great job by Grickus. Lovely touch by Chuckle. Here we go. Let's go Raiders. Come on, Darren Chuckle. Come on. What a great job defensively. Really nicely done there by number 4, Kyle Siddons. Really, really nicely done by the captain. Excuse me, not a captain. Dribbled out. That was a dangerous moment in the match, and Kyle Siddons was up for the challenge. Oh, nice tackle by Harry Ross there, looking to get it back from his brother. And here we go. Chippewa Falls player falls to the ground, but lovely little touch. Good big touch by Noah Beckemeyer, cutting it across for Chuckle. Chuckle takes a touch, gets past 1, falls to Grickus. Grickus cuts back, unable to do so. Lovely recovery run there by number 6, G. Mason for the Cardinals. Hudson's getting a little closer. Tygo Kelly spraying it wide for Trevor Naffel-Barber, nods it back across. Just a little bit too close to steal Brook. Looks like that took a goofy bounce on him there. Chuckle is right on top of it, waiting, unable to capitalize.
Nice throw.
It's a good distribution. It's going to be out for a Chippewa Falls throw-in. It's a tense mood on the Hudson bench. Scoreline's a lot bit different than it was in Chippewa Falls, although to be fair, it was just, I believe, 3-0 at halftime in Chip, and then Hudson scored 7 more in the second half. So, we're just halfway through the game, but to Chippewa Falls' credit, they're holding strong. They certainly have not mustered anything resembling an attack, but
only really a couple times in Hudson's End, but they've stood strong at least, which is nice to see.
As a wise man once said,
"Oh, here it comes.
If they don't score, you can't lose."
Yeah.
So that'd be
Nice job, Joey.
First step is don't give up a bunch of goals. That's going to be up for a throw-in, and there's going to be a substitution. Again, we got Josh Davis, we've got Michael Richards, and we've got Paul Phillipson checking
Once
back
again,
into the
just
game.
one short.
Now checking into the game for the Raiders, number 2, Paul Phillipson, number 12, Michael Richards, and number 13, Josh Davis.
Davis Richards, Phillipson. Let's see what we can get going here. Tygo Kelly lining up a long throw, and let's see it. Put a little Zemph on it. Near post, looking for
Nice.
Davis, looking to flick it. Unable to do so. Off the chest of a Cardinal defender, number 11, Ethan Throwbridge. Chests it out for a corner kick for the Raiders. Back into the middle. Just too many bodies. The breaks, as you know, you've seen the best chances for Hudson have come on those times when Chippewa Falls maybe had some possession. They've come out of that shell. There's a little space, and Hudson looks to break and attack quickly. They still quite haven't put it all together yet, but those have been, I think, the times when, you know, the best chances have come.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and we talked about that last week, where Hudson really operates well with an open space to work with, and it was like that last year too. And
Into the game for Chippewa Falls, number 17, Ethan Sauer.
it also plays into when we talked about last year. Those midfielders worked best when there was plenty of space for them to operate.
Here comes that turnover. Let's see what we can make happen here. A little bit of a heavy touch by Phillipson. Nice recovery run by Romnenstad for the Cardinals. Throw in Hudson. Richards right away to Paul Phillipson. Just skips off his chest. Is he going to be able to keep it in? Works hard to, and is able to. Oh my goodness, what a great job by Paul Phillipson. What
Keep
a
it up, Paul.
fantastic job by Paul Phillipson. Goes down in the box. No cut foul. Referee standing right there. It's going to be out for a goal kick. There's not much to show for it, but Paul worked so hard. You can see the frustration. Kind of chucked the ball back. I mean, first kind frustration, but he worked really hard to keep that in and to get around that defender a couple of times.
Yeah, great bit of skill there from Paul, and that's what he brings to the table at that forward position. Lots of the sides of bodies bumping in this game. Each player will kind of shield away and tense up, and one of them ends up on the ground.
Yep. Is that one of those techno songs you listen to? The sides of bodies bumping? It's probably auto-tuned. Oh, nice job by Sam Ross stepping in there. It's gonna fall for Josh
Computer-generated
Davis,
music.
right? Oh, really nice pass there under pressure.
Oh, nice
Finds
Paul.
Phillipson, shoots. Oh, my goodness, did that look like it was going to be on target? What a chance for the Raiders. Again, turnovers and quick transitions.
Watch clock.
3, 2, 1, 0. And that's the half. With the game tied 0-0. Parents, fans, fence fans, inside and outside, please hang around here for our halftime recognition of the Hudson Raider senior boys beginning in just a moment.
And welcome back to Raider Field in suddenly dark Hudson, Wisconsin. Those summer days have passed. Those endless summer days are gone. 8 o'clock. It is dark outside. But what is not done is this soccer game and the opportunity for the Raiders to continue their undefeated run in the 2020 #COVID pandemic boys soccer season. It was an exciting half. It was in some aspects, dominant first half for the Raiders. But tell us about the scoreboard, Mr. Mose.
The scoreboard does not explain the feeling of this game at all. Chippewa Falls might have had a couple of times where they were in Hudson's End, but it has been a constant barrage of what the Raiders have been able to do for the past couple weeks now, which is just apply pressure and continue to do so.
They basically treat every soccer game like it's a wound. Just apply pressure.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
keep going. Unfortunately, though, for the Raiders' sake, no goals means there has been no tourniquet for this one. No way to stop it. As hopefully that changes, I guess, for the Raiders' side, and for Chippewa Falls, it hopefully stays the same, as they've been able to hold strong through the constant. They've been in the woods now, and they haven't looked like they've been out of it here for a couple. Or I guess for a whole
there
half
is some
now.
pace going on down this side. Michael Richards takes
Really
it.
forcing the issue.
Really coming down the left, looking to cut it back, and there's nobody there. You know, there's just kind of these generic runs. Joey and Josh and Paul just kind of all running straight, and kind of just running alongside their defender. No one trying to kind of create any separation. No one really looking to make themselves available. And I think that kind of that about sums it up right now.
Yeah, Hudson's been good at getting stuff started, just not being able to finish. And it's been the tale of the night.
Keep it in, Sam. Keep it in, Sam. Work hard. Work hard. Oh, good effort.
Good effort. Yeah.
Jinx. You owe me a Coke.
Are you sponsored? You got to disclose if you're sponsored.
I am. It's all part of my super PAC, so I don't really have to say. The Chuck Bubbles for announcer super PAC.
No financial records need to be disclosed or anything.
No, nope.
It's all good.
Unlimited contributions. A nice attempted little give and go there. The ball in the end ran out. It's going to be a Raider throw in. So Hudson's got, again, up top we've got Trevor Nava Barber. We've got Joey Grickus and Paul Phillipson in the midfield. Sam Ross is there with Josh Davis and Darren Chuckle. Tygo Kelly, Edwin Berger. Lake Busicki is in the back, and Michael Richards. Trevor Nava Barber turning on the Jets, is able to run it down, keep it in, settles it. Looking for the cross. Oh, it's flicked on by Mason there. Falls to Paul Phillipson.
Yes!
And it's a
First
goal!
one.
There's the finish we're looking for in the 48th minute of play. The deadlock is broken. The dam has burst. Here comes the flood.
Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 48th minute of play by number 2, Paul Phillipson. Phillipson for the Raiders. Hudson 1, Chippewa Falls 0.
So there's the finish
we've
been looking for.
Yeah, we've been waiting for it, holding our breath now for a while. And Paul delivered a beautiful touch there on that shot too. Just was able to put it in the right frame, and he did it, I think, while airborne, if I remember correctly.
A lovely volley. That's just that effort to get your body in a position where you can strike the ball appropriately, and he did a great job of doing that. Kudos again. We've got that quick play. It's wide, right? They're not trying to jam it down the middle. They get it wide, and then quickly Trevor puts in a fantastic effort to keep that ball and really works hard, settles it, and then immediately goes all the way across up over the top and not allowing to kind of chip to get settled and to get organized. Takes a little bit of a flick. He was looking to go center, and you got to feel a little bit bad there. Number 6 for Chippewa Falls. G. Mason was, just trying to play defense. It looked like he kind of just, in the end, kind of chipped it over to Paul Phillipson. Almost got an assist on the play, if you will. But to Paul's credit, again, he finished.
Yeah.
And that's what Hudson needs. There's Trevor now. He's feeling inspired. Cuts it back, looking again, going to the middle. Oh, it's Joey Grickus is there. Oh, just can't get a toe on it. Trevor Nava-Barber has found it. He is, he's racing. Clock's not stopped, or clock stopped. So we might need to have some correction on the clock here.
Oh, Croy's getting the shot. You probably can't see him, but he's a part of the yearbook staff.
Oh.
He's on one knee there getting the good shot of the corner kick.
That's
putting in the hard work.
Everything's first class. Oh, that's a little header there by Edwin Berger. Looks like might have not quite met it as cleanly as he would have liked. Looking to center. Oh, good job by Michael Richards to step up there, pressure the ball. Out to number 13, Jordan Simonson. And now back to Lake. Takes one touch. Simonson pressuring on the back. Looking wide for Phillipson. Paul dropping back for it. Settles. Turns. Cuts back. Oh, what a lovely touch by Paul. Looking for the far post cross. Woof. Big collision there. No one pressuring the ball. Give him a Trevor. So, Hudson now with the 1-0 lead. Wonder if that changes anything for Chippewa Falls, because now, right, they gave up the goal. They're going to need to score to at least stay in it and get some points to show for it. Big cross, just about finds Joey Grickus. Looks like, I think, a little deflection. It does. Otherwise, waiting was Trevor Nava-Barber. The result is a corner kick for the Raiders. Let's see what they'll do here. They tried short, they tried long, they tried medium. Papa Bears, Mama Bears, and Baby Bears porridge, and nothing seemed to work, so let's see what happens here. Sam Ross, far post. skying. Really nice header.
Oh, unfortunate there, but
Oh, and
Hudson
it's
there
in.
able to score.
And it's in. I believe that was Josh Davis scoring for the Raiders. He just dropped it, did Steel Brook, and it's going to be 2-0 for the Raiders.
Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 49th minute of play by number 13, Josh Davis. Davis for the Raiders. Hudson 2, Chippewa Falls 0.
So it looked to me like Steel Brook had a clean save there.
Well,
but
on his way down, he dropped it.
he just dropped it.
Yeah.
And are we going to correct the time there?
You're also supposed to be filling out the paperwork.
A little bit of instruction from the center referee fixing the clock. We had a little bit of an issue.
No, up to.
50-48, Bill. 50-48. No, it's +2. 50-48. We're counting up. So it looks like we've got a little bit of some technical issues up here in the box, trying to get the clock figured out. Good collision there. Lake Busicki just, oof. I think was not intending to do that. Regardless, it is a Chippewa Falls throw-in. Whoa, was that a legal throw-in? Yeah, I don't believe so. Good catch by Team Cubs. It's more of a drop. That was a throw in, Edwin Berger. Oh, really nicely done. Quickly, look at this, and now Hudson has numbers. Looking to play through to Paul Phillipson. Oh, what a great job by Steel Brook being high. Sweeper keeper out of his box. Lake Busicki overran it just a touch, so it scrolled off of him. Or rolled off of his head, rather, excuse me. I know it fell to Joey Grickus after a little deflection there to Paul Phillipson. Paul Phillipson looking back for Joey. Joey tries to get around one, can't get around two. Cleared as far as Darren Chuckles settles on his chest, cuts it back. Oh, I love that second touch to get around the defender. Splits the defenders to Sam Ross. Sam touches. Sam shoots right at Brooks, though. Or Brook, rather. Excuse me. There's that finishing, but Hudson finding some passes here. Busicki. Out for a Raider throw-in. Oh, that ran by him. Paul Phillipson's going to get on that. Touching along the end line, takes a little knock from behind. Last touch by a Chippewa Falls player. It's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. The clock says 52nd minute, so 51-12 here counting. I'm not sure that we've still got that figured out yet, but we are somewhere on or about the 52nd minute of play. Hudson leads 2-0. They had goals in consecutive minutes here. Let's see if they can add a third. Knotted down by Berger. Still loose in the box. Finally, partially cleared. Darren Chuckles settles it. Cleared up and out by G. Mason. And then Fashionbauer a little bit further. Chasing back, winning it is Sam Ross. That's fantastic by the captain. Looking for the run of Chuckle. Finds Navabarber off his chest. Back for Chuckle. Just takes a touch. Joey Grickus. Oh, off the crossbar. Rocks the crossbar. Darren Chuckle then elevates, looking to score. Too many bodies in the way. And Hudson keeps the attack up. Tygo Kelly on it. Finds Paul Phillipson. Phillipson turns, Phillipson shoots, takes a deflection, out for a Raider corner kick. Joey Grickus put everything he had on it and more. And as the Clash would have sung, he rocked the crossbar. But Grickus don't like it.
Nice.
So another corner kick here for the Raiders as the pressure mounts.
You said you weren't in top form earlier. You're doing a pretty good job of getting these references.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what you're talking about. References. I have no clue what you're saying. I mean, obviously Joey Grickus hit the crossbar, so why would he not? Why would he like that, you know? Michael Richards. I've enjoyed this battle. I feel like Michael and Anthony Soberano, the sophomore for Chippewa Falls, have really, they've had a fun battle a couple times where they're just really competing hard. And both have a little bit of pace, so it's been fun. Joey Grickus wins the ball. He's got a man on his back, takes a shot, takes a deflection, out for a Raider corner. The corners keep piling up. Let's start to convert here. You know, you'd
Keep pushing, Raiders.
like to see a little bit more efficiency. Ross jogging over. It looks like we got even at the behind that goal up along the retaining wall. We've got some fans sitting. We're finding all sorts of ways to support the Raiders. Love to see that. So we've got Tig and Sam over there, so they'll do the two-man game. Sam drops it back to Tig. Tig looks to just put it far post.
Yeah, that's
Tig
good.
scores. That's a heck of a shot. Nice job, Tig.
Goal for the Raiders in the 54th minute of play. Scored by Tig O'Kelly. Assisting on the play, Sam Ross. O'Kelly from Ross. Raiders 3, Cardinals 0.
So 54 minutes in, and just that Tig, there were so many bodies in there, and Tig did a really nice job, really just bended it into the far post. And you'd have to think Steele Brook had a hard time tracking that ball and seeing it through all those bodies, and he was just unable to react.
Yeah, sea of blue and white, really tough to track, even if the ball is easy to see. If you're looking at like a perspective from up here, when it's coming right at you and right at your far post, it's a lot more difficult. And Brook has done a really formidable job tonight. It's just, you know, you start to show cracks, and Chippewa Falls is only really able to hang on for
Round
so
of
long.
applause for the clock. We got the clock figured out here. I think we're all good to go. And you know, I think I kind of wish I was a fan at home watching on Facebook or on River Channel, because the angle that cameraman extraordinaire Adam Tilson had on that goal was perfect. You can just hear a lot of really positive talk now from the bench, from coaches Flanagan and Coach Solomon. I think that's you know, intentional. At times, there's kind of times you just kind of let your players play and figure it out. Now I think they just need to reinforce that effort. You know, that Hudson got not very, but there was a tinge of complacency, I would say, in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of guys too tried to play some hero ball. They took a lot of interesting chances, but also too, Hudson really, like you've mentioned a lot, just continued to try and attack the middle when it wasn't really.
You know what I like to call? You know what I like to call that? I like to call it Moe's ball, because you're my hero.
Oh, thank you. High praise from Bubblets.
See, and this is that. Oh, Sam Ross. Maybe he is going to be a hero, actually.
Oh man, that reminds me. I had the assistant athletic director. Is that what Chuckle does right now? Yes, assistant athletic director.
Oh, falls nicely for Josh Davis. Looks,
oh,
and it's going to be a goal. Josh Davis scores a goal in the 56th minute of play. Heads up play.
Goal for the Raiders in the 56th minute of play, scored by number 13, Josh Davis. Davis for the Raiders. Hudson 4, Chippewa Falls 0.
The floodgates
now
have
it's starting
opened.
to really pile on.
Yeah. So you were saying that assistant athletic director Chuckle?
Yeah, he was my advisor in 8th grade. Not my best years by any measure, but he used to have this game called Chuckle Ball.
Checking into the game for the Cardinals, number 16, Zach Parkhurst.
Chuckle ball, tell me about it.
Chuckle Ball. It's pretty much, I can't remember all the rules, but the base of the game is just like silent ball.
Oh, sure.
But there was this, I think Chuckle Ball was when you could like throw it hard at some, I don't remember, I'll have to ask him. But it was a great game, great memories from the last bit of middle school.
You know, and I think you need to give yourself some credit, because I would like to know the human anywhere on earth that their 8th grade year was anything other than not their best year.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the highlights of it. I mean, happy to be out of middle school now. Oof.
Although I do still have I know that was from high school. I was gonna say, I do still have my double wallet chain from, that's high school though.
Wow.
It was ultra cool.
Nice. When did you graduate from high school?
When did I graduate from high school? Why didn't you tell me, when do you think I graduated from high school, Mr. Mose? Should we play that game?
Late 90s.
Tilson's got late 90s.
Tilson's picking late 90s.
I got early 90s.
Early 90s. Okay, do you guys want to get a little more specific? I think we can do better than this. When before or after 1995 did I graduate?
94. I got 94.
Tilson?
Thinking. 98.
Ooh, 94 and 98. The correct answer is, ladies and gentlemen, 1997. Brainerd Senior High School, class of 97. Go Warriors, which is always hard when Rice Lake comes because Rice Lake's the Warriors. And so I went to high school being a Warrior, and now here I am, as a Raider.
So close but so far in the
So
terms
close but
of
so far away.
being the closest to what the year was. 97.
1997.
How were the 90s?
The 90s, the 90s were great. It was wild times. You had grunge, which was a wonderful period of music, followed up by boy bands, which I never quite understood that transition. You went from, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and all these really sort of meaningful bands with things to say to the Backstreet Boys, who certainly had things to say like, I want it that way. Sam Ross. And NSYNC, who of course had things to say like bye.
Yeah.
So the depth of social commentary and the purpose of music, I think, in my humble opinion, did not improve over the course of the decade. And now here we are with TikTok dances. So it's that blinding light.
Blinded by the light.
Yeah, blinded. No, we're not talking Manfred Man.
That's what I said.
We're not talking Manfred Man. There's no doo-wah ditties going on here, Paul Phillipson. This is a nice build-up. I think didn't quite get his foot around the ball the way he was wanting to. Look at, yes, Michael Richards. Yes, Michael Richards. What a great effort there by the senior. Love to see that.
Now, building off of this 90s lore that we've uncovered,
Okay, talk to me.
does the algorithm recommend you those 90s kid quizzes ever?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll have to think about that.
Now entering the game for Chippewa Falls, number 24, Mitchell Ramonstad.
The algorithm. Can you tell me more? What is the algorithm?
It's
is
hard
that like
to
the
define
Google?
what the algorithm is, because the algorithm goes beyond human conception when it comes to how it analyzes things.
Is that sort of like how my cell phone listens to my conversations and then shows me ads for what I was talking about when it was in my pocket?
So part of that too, like the way that data harvesting happens too, is that they know where you are, your location, or at least that's what it's speculated. And it's hard to tell how the algorithm works, but we can see its results, which that comes with.
Are you like dropping some weird conspiracy theory on me here?
No manifestos are written here.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what's going on.
I'm just telling you what's going on. Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
I mean,
It's basically another way to gather information.
yeah. I mean, and it's a way so companies can
nice
can
little touch
advertise
by
to
Sam.
you.
Unable to keep it in though. Thought he was able to dance around him. Goal kick.
Like in sports and user analytics.
Yeah.
How they do that.
So no, the algorithm. As a non-social media participant,
Okay.
the algorithm has fewer chances to get at me. Falls nicely to Grickus. I thought he was going to hit it first time. I wanted him to hit it first time. Joey Grickus, be selfish there. Be the goal. Paul Phillipson was attempting to. Instead, after a solid thwack against the Chippewa Falls body, it is out for another Hudson corner kick. Paul's coming over, which in the past has meant that they're going to go long into the box. Typically, it's been Tig and Sam over there when they've done short corners. Coach Solom reminding players to head it down. Good coaching point. Chuckle trying to get in on it. There's a little bit of a collision right there. Chuckle pursues the ball. Last touch by Darren Chuckle, and it is out for a Chippewa Falls goal kick. So, but I'm sorry, what would the question be though? What would the algorithm, what were we supposing the algorithm would ask me? What 90s kid am I, or no, what?
No, so like if they just clicking on articles that revolve around 90s pop culture and like taking like BuzzFeed quizzes and stuff, because a lot of that is dependent on what companies think your interests are.
Sure.
And that stems from, I should have mentioned this, like when a website asks you to allow cookies, that's a part of it, because then they can gauge what your interests are.
Right. Looks like we've got Toby Schneider warming up here on the sideline as well. Might get a little Schneider sighting. Nice job by Darren Chuckle to win that.
Ooh.
Turns, shoots, off the crossbar. Another one. Looks like that did not take a touch on the way through, so it's going. Oh, nope, it did take a touch. So we've got a Hudson corner kick substitution coming. Cody Benoit is going to be checking into the game. That was a heck of a shot by Chuckle.
Yes. Lots of oomph on that one.
Right? Oomph, there it is. Those 3 words when you're playing soccer. O'Kelly takes the run up, far post, knotted down, into the hands of Brooke. So that's what Coach Solon was talking about. You know, put it up there, knot it down, see if you can, you know, either get a deflection or just down past the goalie instead of over the crossbar, and just a little bit too sharp of an angle that it just bounced rather harmlessly up. Biederman gets a touch. Nice distribution there. Finds Josh Davis. Looking for Phillipson. Pass just a little wide. Oh, and a missed touch there, and Phillipson's ready to pounce. Attack Paul. Attack Paul.
Oof.
Yes, I love the thought. I love the thought. Trevor Navabarber was making a great run on the far post there. And now we've got Cody Benoit ready to substitute in.
Now entering the game for the Raiders, number 4, Cody Benoit.
So with a 4-0 lead here in the 63rd minute, if you're just joining us or if you're curious, the Raiders at halftime it was 0-0 with Chippewa Falls. In the 48th minute, Paul Phillipson scored to start it off a great cross from cross from Trevor Navabarber that took a deflection. Josh Davis a minute later scored after the goalie dropped the ball, it looks like, really. In the 54th minute of play, Tygo Kelly off a corner kick bent the ball beautifully into the far post. And in the 56th minute, Josh Davis added to his tally after a deflection, and he just very quickly and astutely, first time, touched it into the net. I'm going to make a bold prediction here.
Okay. Ready?
Coach Solom is preparing to make a Tiger substitution.
Man. Let's hope so. There's a lot of pink shirts right now.
Let's hope so.
Lots of pink pennies.
Yep. How did they get the name Pennies?
I'm not sure.
Care to speculate?
Maybe Honest Abe created them, and they knew.
Could be. Or, I think it's maybe in the Depression when you could get them for a penny.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Right? When you had to train in the Great Depression, you could get a shirt for a penny, and that's what it was. Okay, let's see if we can see who's coming in for Chippewa Falls here.
Entering the game for the Raiders, number 3, Sean Berger, and number 23, Alex Ewing. Entering the game for Chippewa Falls, number 15, Nicholas Connolly.
So Nicholas Conley into the game for the first time, the senior forward. And looks like we're going to have a Harry Ross sighting as well pretty soon here. No, Sparling, sorry. Aaron Sparling's coming in.
You know, it costs more to make a penny than what a penny is worth.
Yeah, I've heard talk of them eliminating it.
Yeah.
Did you know prior to the adoption of the euro in Austria, the Groschel, which was their penny, was this sort of strange metal composite that actually floated on water.
Whoa. I did not know that, but I am happy that you told me.
Yeah, it was pretty cool stuff.
Entering the game for the Raiders, number 6, Aaron Sparling.
Sparling in for Grickus, it looks like, moving Tygo Kelly up to the top. 66th minute of play, so we got about 25 minutes left here. See what some of these Raider subs are coming in. What's the expectation, or what's Coach Solon telling them? What are they looking to do?
Probably just score more, keep playing how you're playing, keep playing, or I guess rather how the guys that were already on the field have been playing, and get some experience is a major one, especially for guys who don't get as much time as usually the starting 11.
Yep.
Although
Right.
he probably said something smarter than that. I don't know the bounds of Solom's knowledge.
Well, there are none, first of all. and second of all, not only that, but his mastery of the English language, of a turn of phrase, if you will, is second to none.
Wonderful.
And so I'm certain that it was something that was both poetic and inspirational, probably containing multiple references to the great philosophers of our times. That's Steve Solom.
Into the game for the Raiders, number 16, Noah Beckemeyer. And in the goal for the Raiders, number 24, Toby Schneider.
And the way that Lucas Biederman is running off the field, I have a feeling he might be getting some field time here. He looks like he's real excited
ready.
to be coming off.
He's getting the blue jersey.
He wants
the
that
Navy kit.
Right? The Navy kit. Oh, look at you. Gonna go talk about your tea time later or something? And I'm not talking about golf. I'm talking about, high tea. Oh, Kelly falls to him, just kind of leaning back, gets under it, chips it up and
I'll
over.
sit on my rocking chair on my outside porch, drinking a nice thing of sweet tea.
Oh, that wasn't the tea I was thinking of. You're going like SEC tea.
Yeah.
Not her Queen's.
Best conference in football.
When you say it like that. Get there, Sam. Get there, Sam. Get there, Sam. Good. Great work by Sam Ross. Cross. Oh, header deflected. Won by the Cardinals. Darren Chuckle trying to get through a couple. Finds its way to Sparling, I believe that was, and he's unable to get it on frame. Looks like now we're going to have our Harry Ross sighting coming in for Darren Chuckle. Entering the game for the Raiders, number 14, Harry Ross. Nice round of applause for Ross. We've got a pretty good fan crew beyond the fence. The fence fans. Are in force tonight. Repping well.
Yeah, it's good to see people doing what they can to support.
Yep. I'm certain that the players do appreciate the extra efforts that people are making to be present and to support them.
I wonder how it'll be tomorrow with football. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people.
Yeah, first home game of the season.
Against Menominee.
Menominee. Cody Benoit on the ball. He's got looks like Ross in the middle. Play the simple pass, Cody. Play the simple pass. Nice job tracking back there by Sparling. Throw in for the Cardinals. So let's see if Chippewa Falls now. Hudson's kind of brought in some of their second tier players or bench players, and can Chippewa Falls make something happen? Or if you're a Hudson player that's seen limited minutes, this is your chance. Go win the ball. Show Coach Solon that you've got the attitude, the effort, and the ability to earn some more minutes. So don't let Chippewa Falls get back into it.
No. Would be nice to keep the shutout.
Wouldn't it be nice if they were shut out?
So it looks like Brett Hauser will check in here. Junior defenseman.
Ooh. Ethan Throwbridge really working hard down there in the corner. Did win the ball, but just ran out on him. And we've got, looks like, okay, Brett Hauser's going to be in the game here.
Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 18, Brett Hauser.
All these substitutions, and it's with a heavy heart that I say that it was not a Tiger substitution.
Right? He teased us.
We
That could have been a Tiger sub.
We didn't do it, America, and it
Nope.
is saddening.
Nope.
Oh, keep it up.
Sam Ross up top.
Oh.
Run of Beckemeyer. Brooke all the way out. Ooh.
Risky play, but good job there from the, what do you call it, sweeper keeper?
Yep, sweeper keeper, right? Really nice effort by Noah Beckemeyer there to put a little pressure on him. But his gamble paid off, and he was able to snuff that attack out.
Congrats
Hauser
on the
plays
gamble.
to-
Here are the Raiders back.
Right. Sam cuts it back, looking for a Kelly around the penalty spot. Too many bodies in there. G. Mason
Whoa,
tries to keep it
sky
in,
high.
unable to do so.
You could see that one from the pews of the church neighboring the field.
Wow.
Yeah. St. Patty's.
Yep. St. Patrick was.
Well, that's the informal name.
Oh, the informal name. you have that kind of relationship with St. Patrick's Parish.
Yeah.
So you also are not a big fan of snakes. Is that the deal?
No, can't stand snakes.
Lovely cross. Oh, God, I thought that was going to fall to Tig. It's just a little bit too far, and then it took an awkward bounce right in front of Sam Ross. He's unable to control it, keep it in. Goal kick. And looks like we're going to have Soberano come back in, 20, as well as, let's see if we can see who else is checking in on the far side there.
Hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. Let's give it a second. Ooh. Short kick, and Sam Ross wins it right back. Finds Noah Beckemeyer. Ooh, good positive first touch. Stepping in there nicely is number 5. Really good job by Mason Brune. And still trying to see who's in there. I believe it's 16, Zach Parkhurst, but I can't tell for sure. Quickly taken by the Raiders. Finds Tygo Kelly. Tygo Kelly looking to recreate his magic from before.
Yeah, same setup too.
Right. Come on. Turn around. It's got to be Parkhurst, right? It could be Percy Johnson, though. I don't know if I've seen this player, and that's at number 18. We need to get those official Hudson Raider binoculars. Settled by Sam. Touch around one. Oh, and a heck of a shot. Quickly taken by, I believe that was Alex Ewig in the box there. He got, eyes got big, thought central defender scoring a goal. It's their dream. They all want to be forwards. Everybody wants to be a forward,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Great effort. Look at that run. I do believe that is Percy Johnson.
Checking into the game at the last stoppage for Chippewa Falls for number 20, Anthony Soberano, and number 18, Percy Johnson.
So we're in the 74th minute of play here, just about to enter the final quarter hour. Hudson still putting the pressure on, leading 4-0. Just one player over, so let's see what Tig and Sam decide to do. Play it short. Sam touches around Soberano. Back to Tig. Tig shoots, looking near post, takes a deflection. Goal kick. So Coach Solom was bouncing on his feet like a little lad. He was so excited about that.
Well, it was a perfect setup again, just for the second time in a row. Not able to quite finish, but still really great looks there from that near side corner.
Yep, absolutely. Oops, see the lights lighting up in the Raider Fitness Center. Looks like someone's in there getting their sweat on a little bit. You do
Pump
you,
and iron.
whoever it is.
Godspeed.
That's another one. Far bar. Really nice save by Steele. He was a little more prepared for it this time. O'Kelly did have that one earmarked for the far post, and I just want to make sure I clarify. I did refer to Coach Solom as a little lad, but as a fellow man of appropriate height, I feel that I can say something like that.
Yeah.
No disrespect meant. We all can't be towering over humanity like Coach Flanagan. Far post, deflected out, corner kick, Raiders. Down. Noah Beckemeyer's over there, Tygo Kelly. Tag's going to put this one in, driven towards the near post. Cleared out well by the Cardinals. Athletic play by Landon Brunke. And now it falls to G. Mason. Looking to go up over the top. Ooh, Cody Benoit just misses on it. Lake Wusicki takes one touch. Drops it back. You can just see the experience there. Toby Schneider. Way back, winds up, finds Noah Beckemeyer in between 3 players. He wins. It's that to me is if I'm a Chippewa Falls coach and I'm watching this game later and I see 3 players there, you're losing 4-0. You just concede the ball there. No, everyone just lets Noah settle it, waits for him to try and control it, and then moves. That's a highlight to me that I'm showing my team, and I'm just saying, listen, this is where it changes. We go and we get that ball.
No binoculars, and you still pick up the little things.
Right?
Oh,
Tig nails it down.
don't know if Ross can get there.
Oof.
Got close, though.
Mason Brune sure did.
One away. It's like Solom knows.
He knows. He's taunting us right now. I don't know what we did to him. I'm sorry about the little lad comment,
Yeah, I
Solom.
was gonna
Okay.
say, you
I'm
called him
sorry.
a little lad.
I'm sorry.
You can hear
Okay.
it.
I got nothing but respect for you. So we're going to get Neville Barber, Grickus, and Paul Phillipson back in. Tygo Kelly looking for... They got Noah Beckemeyer there maybe looking to flick it on.
There's going to be a Tiger substitution.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yes! We did it! We did
Ladies
it!
and gentlemen, But let's see a Raider goal here.
Oh, nice throw.
O'Kelly, great throw. Bump on Beckemeyer, rolls harmlessly. And then again, if I'm Coach Solom, I'm going to show that play and be like, how does the ball roll 10 yards through the penalty box into the goalie's arms and not one player's putting pressure on? So that's my coaching point there for the Raiders is go get the ball, score a goal. Speaking of wanting to get in the ball and wanting to score a goal, Noah Beckemeyer is just really getting after it. Oh, I love the effort there. I think he's looking to kind of bend it in. And here we go. Tiger substitution, goal kick. Let's go Raiders.
Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 2, Paul Phillipson, number 5, Jack Wassman, number 8, Joey Grickus, and number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
A sense of relief.
The night
It's gone
complete.
from good to great.
It's gone from good to great. It could get greater, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, greater.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone might approve you saying greater.
Yes.
Bad grammar for emphasis.
Yes. Well, my bad grammar is not an accessory. That's right, I said it. Accessory.
Get it, Beckemeyer.
Oh, what a heck of a shot by Noah Beckemeyer. Crashed the goal, Hudson Raiders. Crashed the goal. Nicely done. He settled. He kept it low. He put it far bar. Forced to save, but there's just a rebound waiting there tantalizingly. Just like a delicious, juicy steak left by someone at a restaurant that I might take a bite of. I wouldn't do that.
Something getting to you? Is this a personal, is this an anecdotal, like personal
I'm
experience?
hypothetical, a friend of mine.
Have you been to cut and just seen a nice piece of prime rib just laying there?
I don't really want to confirm or deny anything at this point in time.
You plead the fifth?
It's all speculation. You know what does sound good right now?
What does sound good?
Buffalo wings sound good right now.
Good call.
Some extra crispy blue cheese buffalo wings. Man.
Bone in or boneless?
Oh, bone in.
You got bone in.
I got bone in.
I like my chicken nuggets with the sauce around them because that's all they are.
Yeah.
They're just nuggets.
Yep. Wow, we're getting some serious voice cracking screams coming from the
It just shows the passion.
right?
That's what we need to do. We need to start speaking with more veracity, get some voice cracks in these broadcasts.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Raiders. Go Paul. Alex Ewing on the ball. Toby Schneider cleared it out off of Ethan, or no, excuse me, not Ethan Sauer. That was Nicholas Connolly. That reminds me of another great soccer star. This is years ago. The United States this is 90s. Yeah, U.S. men's national team, and there was a back pass to Casey Keller was the goal, or was it Brad Friedel? God, this is gonna bug me now. I'm pretty sure it was Casey Keller, and so the Mexican forward was just kind of running up to pressure him, and he went to kick it, and he just kind of had a low angle on it, and the forward was probably 10 yards away.
Okay.
But he jumped, and it just smacked him in the head and went over the goalie's head and into the net. And that almost happened to almost happened to Toby Schneider there.
Oh yeah.
Big clearance. Takes a deflection. Who's going to get there? If nothing else, Mason Bruin's got some wheels. You can say, and he's put in great effort. Again, it's just, you look for your senior leaders to be that guy that you're down 4-0, it's the 80th minute of play, and you're working hard. You're setting the tone for what kind of team you want to be. Bit of a giveaway there by Benoit. Deflected out. Another opportunity. It's some good help by Coach Flanagan there. Split. Yes. Oh, nice layoff. Wassman finds Joey Grickus, takes a deflection, takes a great save from Steele to keep it out of the goal. It took just a touch of a deflection. Love the first time play, the quick play again with the Raiders. It's, coming back to in the first half there. Just the kind of plodding play and trying to force it through, and instead they kind of take it from one side across, then they cut it back, and they were able to create a good opportunity.
Creates much better chances.
Right? Sounds like a tagline for a product. Passing creates much better chances. I wonder if the algorithm has picked up on that for me. That's a lacrosse. Somebody jump on the ball, Hudson.
Get it.
Just bouncing around in there. Cody Benoit tracking back. Spreads it wide. Checking is Paul Phillipson. Nice transition there. 3 quick passes covering the vast majority of the field. And
Nice
now here's
ball.
Hudson right. Oh, breaking ankles is Paul Phillipson. Breaking ankles is Paul Phillipson. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And we've got, looks like, we'll see, we got the whistle blown. So I don't know if that went in the net or if we got the stoppage of time. We've got the referee speaking to the player, reaching in his pocket. Yellow card issued. That's Mason Brune. That's a handball. That's a penalty kick.
Who's going to take it?
Yellow card issued in the 82nd minute of play to number 5 for Chippewa Falls, Mason Brune.
So Mason Brune, and I think to be, from this angle, it was hard to see if it was, his hand just was in an awkward and unnatural position and the ball hit it, or if he actively swatted at it. Unable to tell that, but as it is, we've got Paul Phillipson here over the ball. 82nd minute of play.
You got this ball.
Clock will start on the whistle. Paul Phillipson shoots. Paul Phillipson scores.
Goal for the Raiders! Scored in the 82nd minute of play by number 2, Paul Phillipson. Phillipson for the Raiders. Hudson 5, Chippewa Falls 0.
So we got minute 82. We've got goal number 5, and that's second one. We got a brace from Paul Phillipson and a brace from Josh Davis. I believe game's over.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty safe prediction.
So now it's again, just be interested to see here. I think to me, more than any other year, these minutes are important minutes because you've had limited practice, you have limited games. If you're out there, this is your chance to get game fit. You need to, if you're one of these Raider players, whether you're a substitute player, someone that's coming off the bench on a occasional basis, on a regular basis, if you're a starter, you need to get these minutes. You need to put that work in so that you're fit. And hopefully that, Coach Solom's been reiterating that and reinforcing that with his players as he's down there right now having a conversation with the assistant referee about some physical play. Coach Solom also, if the cameras had a chance to pick up, really sporting a classy grout fit today.
Yes.
Jack Wasserman on the ball.
Always fashionable, the grout fit is.
All right, you can never go wrong with a grout fit. Now the next level is, of course, a sweat grout fit. All sweat grout fit.
Get the Adidas, is it tracksuit?
Oh, that's a little more Eastern European. I'm not so much into like the Slav style.
You don't like a Slavic grout fit?
Nope. But thanks to yoga, I can now do a Slavic squat. I loosen my hips up a little bit, and I can kind of get down real low.
Get prepared.
Yep. Took me a while. I had to work towards that.
Do you put your hands together too with it?
Sometimes, yeah, it helps. I'll just do that in the hall between classes sometimes. Just a little moment of zen.
Scare the freshmen who are not up to it yet.
Yeah, there's no fresh. I think I just generally scare all students, but that's a whole nother story.
That's the point.
Oh, that looks like a handball too.
It's a part of the high school experience.
Right? One of the job perks is just taking words that I hear students say and then repeating them back incorrectly. My personal favorite is asking students to yeet me my water bottle. Oh, takes the deflection, falls to Paul Phillipson. He takes a swipe at it. Steel Brook ends up picking it up. Yeet me a water bottle.
Oh, I haven't heard that word in a while.
Right? Or I would talk about things being on fleek.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's always good.
I remember that from 2 years ago.
Time flies.
Yeah, it does.
Sort of like Cody Benoit there going for that header. He believes he can fly.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, that could have been dangerous there for Hudson. 2 guys running into each other.
Hauser cleared it out. Ooh, unable to cut it back is Wassman. Working hard to recover, though. Ewig finds Jack. Jack's got Paul Phillipson checking back. And now we got numbers for Hudson. We got a 5-on-4 break here if Hudson can take advantage of it. Paul Phillipson just attacking the center of the defense. Oh, I love the pass. Just passed. Just a titch too long for Trevor Nava-Barber. I loved it. Just slotted it through there. Trevor was making a great run. He was in behind the defender. Paul saw it, split them with the pass, but it just ran away from Trevor. I think if that's just a little bit less on it or just a little bit better angle on that pass, Trevor takes a touch, Trevor scores a goal. Sounds like a children's book. Trevor takes a touch. Ball out. Throw in Hudson. 86th minute of play. Drew Lowy's coming into the game.
Oh, yeah, gotta get the substitute.
Now into the game for the Raiders. Number 7, Drew Lowy.
So Drew's in, Benoit's out. Ewing finds Harry. Ross looking for Joey Grickus. Takes a little bit of a deflection. Oh, what a lovely
Nice.
back heel by Paul Phillipson.
Wonderful play. Just
And first time shot. Just got to finish.
yeah.
And looks like we're going to have another Josh Davis sighting here. Kept it there for the Cardinals. Nice little touch past Paul Phillipson. But stepping up nicely there was, I believe, oh, that's Sparling. Was there for it. Out wide to Paul. Aaron Sparling on the ball. Ooh, just can't quite touch it past number 18 there, Percy Johnson. Johnson carries, takes one touch too far. Sliding is Wassman. Oh, Percy Johnson still on the ball. He's got a pass. And looks like it's just going to end up at the feet of Toby Schneider. Looking for Paul Phillipson. Finds him. Nice distribution there from Toby. Paul carrying it across the field. Now cuts. Looking to go direct. After a Chippewa Falls deflection, it falls to Noah Beckemeyer. Touches past one. Takes a push. Takes another push. No foul called there. I saw some pretty fully extended arms, but it's okay. Hudson still on the ball. Terry Ross. Now Drew Lowy. Harry back on the ball again. Touch away from pressure. Splits the defense. Lovely from Paul Phillipson. Past one defender. He's got Trevor on the far post. Shoots near post. Driven at the goalie. You'd like to see, in that case, I'd like to see Trevor maybe cut that run inside the defender. Make it a little bit more of like a center channel run. And just be there to kind of tap it in. So it's just kind of asking a lot on the back post in that situation there.
Very astute observation.
Oh. Thank you. Aaron Sparling finds Noah Beckemeyer, not falls. Noah looking for the left-footed shot.
Fell though.
Yep. So I was prophetic, profitable. What?
Prophetic, I think.
Entering the game for the Raiders, number 13, Josh Davis.
Now for whatever reason, I'm struggling with it too.
Great round of applause. You know, I think one thing that's really been great about tonight is I think the fans have put an extra effort in. You know, despite their restricted numbers, they've put extra effort into just being vocal, being supportive, helping out the boys.
Doing more with less.
It's great to see. One by Beckemeyer finds Josh Davis, and looks like we must have a handball there. Free kick for the Cardinals. We are in the 89th minute, of play. So we got a minute and a half left here. Big takeaway thoughts here, Mr.
I
Knowles.
think the big takeaway here from Hudson is that they should play with this same type of pressure in every game, and they've been doing a good job of that with these past 2 weeks. It's a continuation of great play here from the Raiders. The only thing is just that, those first 48 minutes, it was really tough to see Hudson, get, close on finishes, and they weren't able to finish chances. So that might be something that they want to iron out here before crunch time and clutch time started being a factor.
Right. Yeah, just that patience and that composure, I would agree. But, all in all, a nice win for the Raiders. Great fight, great effort, some fun goals. Maybe one more. Paul Phillipson lines it up. Steel Brook up to the task.
Yeah, and even with all those criticisms, I would not be surprised if this team is in really good form right before the postseason hits. If we reach that point, we take it day by day.
Right, it's the fourth game. At this point in time, they've usually played about 15 of them. So
yeah, it's a lot different.
Give them some credit. Can we get one more goal here on the end? Trevor,
Close.
Wide. Really nice ball, really nice run. Love to see that from the Raiders. Final 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that is the final score, with the Raiders defeating the Cardinals by a score of 5-0. Congratulations to both teams on a well-played match, and thank you to fans both in the stadium and on the street for your support. Drive safe.
All right, well, that's all she wrote here. For Brian Mose, for Adam Tilson, for all the fans here in the stadium. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.